What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I'm reading more scary stories. They're not stopping, okay? I'm sorry that I can't post throughout the week. Again, it's because I have to work Monday through Friday, but today's Friday and I got off of work and I was like, let me put a wig on and a cap and make a video. Okay. Let's get started. Okay guys, so today I am bringing you some scary stories from TikTok. You better edit that in because it's gonna be embarrassing if you didn't. From Instagram. Imagine I don't put anything in here. Okay, anyways. And from YouTube. Let's get started, guys. Why is that so creepy? Okay, guys, so you know the drill. Oh boy. I'm scooting myself over so that I can put your stories right here so you can read along if you'd like. Anyways, this is like the third time I'm saying it. Let's get started. All right, go. By the way, this wig, I got it on Amazon for like $9 and it comes, there's a video that I posted on my TikTok where I'm trying on this like lip glosses and stuff, but this wig actually came really curly and it has bangs, but I straightened the ish out of this, okay? And I think it looks cute for $9. Like, I look cute. Put a scarf on, put a hat on. I mean, I wore it with the bangs in the video, so it still looked good, but I don't like bangs for some reason, not on myself. But the bang. How am I not single? Let's get started. Okay, I'm looking for your stories, okay? Okay guys, so this first story is from playgirl._Elise on TikTok. When I was around 4 or 5 years old, I always saw friends roaming around my apartment. Okay. When I was around 4 or 5 years old, I always saw friends roaming around my apartment. My father didn't believe in ghosts, so when I would tell him these things, he would brush it off. My mother believed me because my mom's side of the family had special abilities. My aunt can feel, see, and communicate with the other side. One time it got so bad she had passed out because, as she said, there was way too much negative energy taking over my body. But anyway, I used to see 2 twin little girls and a tall man with long nails. My siblings also saw the twins, but not the man. My oldest sister saw only the twins and my mother-like figure. And a mother-like figure. My other sister saw the twins and an old man figure with dark eyes that would constantly sit on my father's gaming chair. My oldest sister never talked about the mother-like figure. Anyways, that figure that traumatized me and still does to this day was the tall man with long nails. My father, that did not believe in ghosts, got attacked by this man. I woke up in the middle of the night and walked to my parents' room. I don't remember why, but when I got in there, I screamed, "Dad," at the top of my lungs. I had seen the tall man with long nails choking my dad. I woke up my mom, who was laying next to him. She starts shaking my dad as he was grasping for his breath. My dad jumps out of bed and says, "What happened?" So I tell my dad that the tall man with the long nails was choking him, and he finally believed me. Also, my room that I shared with my sister was connected to my parents by door, but we couldn't access the door because my bunk bed was in front of it. My mom would always wake up in the middle of the night to the doorknob jiggling. She thought it was my sister because she would always rock herself to sleep. So she moved the bed over so that it didn't touch the door. Then she woke up in the middle of the night the next day to the doorknob jiggling again. Oh God. But there was no explanation to it. So we had a medium come over. The medium said that there are evil spirits that want us to leave. She said that the doorknob was jiggling because she believed it was a vortex for spirits. After that, we finally moved out and everything stopped. I'm so sorry this was long. I hope you enjoyed. This is crazy. Like, it literally sounds like a movie, right? Because if like somebody tells you this, it's so unbelievable that it has to be real, because who would make this up? Literally. So scary. Okay guys, so this next story is from Makeup by Liz. And I remember this story. It was really, really good. Creeped me out also. Okay, so my story isn't too scary. You already know that's a lie. When I was about 8 years old, I shared a room with my 3 younger sisters. We had 2 bunk beds. One night, we were all sleeping, and my sister, who was around 5 at the time, randomly woke up from dead sleep. She turned to see a woman in a beautiful ball gown twirling around our room. She then touched my sister's face gently and told her it was okay and to go back to sleep. As children, no one really believes anything you say. Skip forward about 11 years. My boyfriend moved into our house. Him and I had just put my cat outside of the room and laid down for bed. We both felt kneading on our ankles, leg area. We thought maybe the cat got back in, but there were no animals in the room. I ended up drifting off to sleep. I wake up to my boyfriend freaking out and seeing something dancing around my sleeping body. When I asked him to describe the spirit he perfectly described the woman my sister saw many years ago in a complete different room of the house. We had never told him that story. When we did a bit more research on the house, we discovered that it used to be a nursing home that caught on fire, then rebuilt. The fact that he described the same woman 11 years later, not knowing anything that happened, was crazy to me. Like, what? Okay guys, so this next story is from Your Enchanted Events, and I really love this story. It's not necessarily a scary story, but I do think it's a story that everybody needs to hear. So, let me start. I had a dream with my late grandfather, and he told me I would get very sick, but it would be okay and would be worth it in the end. And he was crying and said I wasn't alone. A week later, I was in the ER with a ruptured ovarian cyst and was told I had PCOS. I was taking hormones for the PCOS and had a reaction. My body basically shut down, and I had emergency surgery. I was told by 3 different doctors I wouldn't be able to have kids, so I finally made peace with it and tried to be a cool, fun aunt. After 2 years with my then fiance, I got pregnant. My due date was my grandfather's death anniversary, and he arrived on his due date and is now named after my grandfather. I just got chills like all over again. Now, my son is the most special soul. He asked my sister when we would be able to hold the baby, and she didn't have kids at the time. 2 weeks later, she found out she was pregnant. Another time, we were driving and he freaked out and said, "Who crashed?" And we were trying to calm him down and telling him we were okay, and he kept saying, "Who crashed? Who crashed?" About 10 minutes later, they called us. My husband's brother was in a terrible car accident. That's like insane, but also like amazing at the same time. I mean, not the accident, I'm so sorry that happened, but like, it's so crazy. Okay guys, so this next story is from Keswi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I used to live in this house. I'm not sure how old it is, but it was pretty old. One day my brother was talking to my mom and he said, "I can't sleep at night because he's sleeping on my chest." And my mom asked who, and he said, "Max." A couple seconds later, he said, "He told me I can't talk about it no more." A couple days later, my brother had a freak out. He has anger issues. He had to be taken to the hospital and strapped to the bed. It was bad. At the time, I wasn't with my brother, but my family took me to the hospital and I can hear him screaming. My mom said that she was in the room with him and as well as some cops. She said that my brother's eyes were pitch black and he was yelling. My papa then walked in the room and he stopped yelling. My brother's eyes were black too. They were hazel color. My brother said, "Hey papa, you're not my papa, go to hell, die, etc." His eyes were black. The cop that were in the room pulled my mom to the parking lot and said, "I'm not sure what's going on with him, but do you believe in possession?" My mom said yes, and the cops asked to pray, so they did. And to this day, my brother does not remember what happened, and every time we ask, he says he doesn't remember or I don't know. Okay guys, this next story is from Angel I'm not sure how to pronounce your username, so I'm just gonna put it here. Hi, I see you do the scary things videos and I wanted to tell you something scary. Oh, something scary I once said. I'm a psychic medium, so from a young age, I'd see weird things. This story, though, still freaks my cousin and I out. We were playing dress up at my grandparents' house. Suddenly, while looking in a mirror, we saw a shadow move across the wall, behind us in the hallway. My cousin looked scared and I asked her, you see him too? Years later, I took a photo in the same room and a spirit appeared in it. My mom also had encounters in that room. The reason was because the brother of the man who built the house died and requested to be buried in front of the yard. To this day, that's where he is still buried. Ben left his gummy worms. See, here's the thing. I will never cheat on anybody, but I will eat your food. Like, he was warned. Okay, guys. Ooh, that was way too close. This next story is from Sam the Lovely Ham. Okay, so this might be long, but I need to start with some background info so everything makes sense. Okay, this is a long one. Go get some snacks, a drink, some popcorn. Get nice and comfy, okay? So basically, my Chinese grandparents lived with my family and I for years. My grandfather moved into a nursing home, leaving my grandmother with us. He later died of old age, and my grandmother soon moved into a nursing home too. She is still alive. The room was right next to our music room, where I practiced piano. Both rooms are at the back of the house, right next to the backyard. End of the background info. I love this. So basically, the other day I was practicing piano when I heard whispering coming from my grandparents' vacant room. I put my ear up to the door and I heard the whisperings getting louder, so I left because it freaked me out. I tried convincing myself that this was just my mom talking with some guests we had over that day in the backyard, but it was so loud, how could I have heard them from all the way out in the backyard? I later told my mom, joking that the room was haunted. She then proceeded to tell me something very spooky. Before my grandmother moved out, but after my grandfather's death, my grandmother sat out in the living room all day, every day. She spent less and less time in her own room. My brother and Yipo, grandmother's sister, believed that she was hearing my grandfather in her room. Whether it be from guilty conscience, she wasn't very nice to him when he was alive, or if she actually heard his spirit. That room has always given me the creeps, and now I'm more spooked. Love your videos. Oh my god. Whew, that's a lot. That is pretty freaky though, huh? Guys, I know this is all random in the middle of my video, but I bought this like rainbow wig because I wanted to turn myself into a drag queen, but I want to know if that's something you guys want to see me do, because if you don't, I don't want to embarrass myself. Let me know. Okay guys, so this next story is from, is it Valeria Conejo? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hi, I don't know where to send the scary story, so I'm gonna do it here. So it was back in the day when I was like 3 years old and my brother was 5. My brother was sleeping in my room because they were remodeling his room. So my dad woke up at 6 in the morning to go to work, and he was putting on his jacket. Right when he was putting on his sleeve, something or someone pulled the sleeve. He turned around and it was a little girl. He thought it was me since my name is Valerie. Oh, I'm sorry, Valerie Conejo. He thought it was me since my name is Valerie, and he said, Valerie, go back to sleep. And the little girl just left and ran into my brother's room. Just so you know, there was nothing there. It was completely empty because they were painting. So my dad ran into the room and nothing was there. So he talked to my mom the next day and they found out a little girl was murdered in the house. Oh my god. Like, he saw it. So like, it wasn't like, oh, you saw it and he doesn't believe you. I feel like more parents should be the ones that see things and not the kids. That's so mean. Oh my god. What if I'm a parent? Never mind. Never mind. Attack the children. I can't pronounce this next username. Fiber_Splex. Why do I embarrass myself like this? Okay, so when I was a young child, possibly 1 year old, I lived in a very haunted street and lived in a haunted house. I was happily sleeping in my parents' room in my baby bed crib. I would have very bad nightmares. This one I can remember very easily. So I walked into a dark demonic room and saw 3 fallen angels and a bloody knife. I woke up due to the nightmare and turned to my right and saw a ghostly male, old of age, leaning on my bed watching me sleep. The fact that you remember this and I can't even remember what I had to eat like a week ago. I'm getting old. Okay guys, so this next story is from Cerise Dodds. When I was little, my uncle died from... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I did not put like a trigger warning. Obviously, from you see me reading it that I've forgotten about a story like this. I'm gonna skip over that part just because I don't want to trigger anybody. Please don't take this the wrong way. And I'm very sorry that this happened. When I was little, my uncle died. My mom put me to bed while my dad was away on a trip. She was just sitting on the stairs looking through Facebook and things, and she heard me giggling. So she came to see what I was doing, but to her surprise, I was just giggling in my crib. Then she asked why I was giggling, and I kind of just looked straight past her, and then I said, Uncle James was tickling me and told me not to tell anyone. Love you. Wait, you love me or you love your mom? Because if you love me, I love you too. That's actually pretty sweet. Like, I don't know why, or if it's just me or everybody else, but when I hear things like these where it's like your own family members coming to you or playing with you, I don't find those creepy. Like, I find it kind of like amazing, like that they're still there. We know that they're still around. I don't know. I love hearing stories like this though. Okay guys, so this next story is from Instagram, but the person didn't want to share their username or picture, so I'm just gonna tell you the story, tell you the tea. Why do I embarrass myself like this? Did I hit any note? Anyway, I was around my cousin's house earlier that day, but cousin said bye and gave me a flying kiss. But then later that night after dinner, it was me and my cousin, but in the exact corner, he said bye to someone. I said a tall man in the top hat. He had trails of muddy footprints. I went to clean it, but it wasn't there. I researched and found a man who wore tux and top hat had died of supernatural causes. And I stay over there and fall asleep on the other side of the bed. It felt as if someone pushed me. Do not touch me. I can't do that. Okay guys, so this next story is from Gigi_Cruz. One time when I was 8, my autistic brother that was 6 in the middle of the night, he would wake up my mom and say exactly, need clothes, girl at door. And he would open the front door excitedly. He would do that every night for a month. One time I thought it was funny, I don't know why, as I made fun of the girl and my brother supposedly saw. My mom said, you shouldn't make fun of it because it could be true and you're making her mad. She could try to hurt you. She said that as a joke, but then the rest of the month I would get really bad scratches on my whole body. When I say bad, I mean bad. Yeah, you messed up. You messed up right there. Everybody would know better than to do that unless they wanted that to happen. Okay guys, so this next story is from Wild Child. Her name is Jenna, I believe. I hope Wild Child is correct because I see the X and I would not know how to pronounce it any other way. Okay. Hey, I found you on TikTok and thought I'd share my scary story. It's weird, so I know into scary stuff. I have a Ouija board. Anyway, I brought it with me when I went on vacation. I brought my 2 besties with me and we were staring at the stairs. And I swear I thought I saw a little boy pass by, but it was at like 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, later that night, me and my friend are playing with the Ouija board and nothing really happened. The next morning, my friend said while she was on the phone with her boyfriend, I was asleep. I lift my head like, sir, up on my bed and just stayed there. She called my name and I didn't do anything. Just stayed there and then played back down. Oh, and then laid back down. I don't remember that, and I think a spirit was trying to take over my body. Well, okay, no, I am not gonna feel bad for you, Wild Child, because you were playing with the Ouija board. Like, you should know better. Then again, I've played with it like 3 times. Once when I was like 15, the next when I was like 18, and the last time when I'd been drinking. And I was already like 22, so maybe we don't know better. I'm sorry. I almost attacked you. I'm a hypocrite. Okay guys, so this next story is from Olivia. When I was about 5 or 6, I was sleeping and then I woke up in the middle of the night having a fear or somebody watching me. And I'd seen a boy about 10 watching me from my door, and he was telling me how he was sorry for waking me. Then he walked in my room and he had a big gash in the middle of his torso, and I asked why it was there, and he told me that he had teenage boys bully him and they'd hurt him with a sharp object. Oh my god. He told me that he was going to be my friend forever and that his name was Bobby. And I've told my mom about him and she thought it was nonsense until she's seen me play outside in the rain and I ran in the road and a car was coming and she was yelling for me and something pushed me out of the way. It was Bobby. She tells me that he is my guardian angel and that he was sent to protect me. Oh my god, this is kind of sweet. A little creepy. I would have been creeped out if I seen that. But very sweet. What was that noise? I got chills. Ah! I'm a bad bee, okay? I was not scared. I wasn't scared, okay? Okay, guys, so this next story, it's from It's Kin Cutie. Do not tell me I said that wrong. Do not. Okay. One day, I was going to my friend's house on her birthday. She has a small apartment and the living room was crowded, so we decided to go to her dad's room. Last year, there was a trend that was trending on TikTok that if you close your eyes and play the audio, you will find orbs, and these orbs are also like ghosts. Before the video was fully recorded, there was belts behind us in the closet. My friend's dad hangs the belts up on the door, and someone was by the door, but they didn't touch the belt. It all of a sudden moved and we heard it and started screaming. So we got on the bed, we watched the video, and as we saw it, there were 5 orbs in the video. So we were scared. We also found a face behind us in the closet. We never go into her room now ever since. I wish you would have sent me the video. Why didn't I ask for it? Oh my god. Okay guys, so if you are still here, that means you've made it to the very last story. Oh my god, if you've made it to this point and you want to leave a comment, put like a poop emoji so I know that you went all the way to the end with me. Is that weird? I just want to know who like really watches the whole video. I'm sorry. Why did I choose the poop one? Yeah, the poop one. The poop one! Oh my god, everyone's gonna think my video was poop. Why did I choose the poop one? The decisions that I make are not good, okay? Okay guys, so this last story, the person who submitted it to me did not want me to put their name or their username, so I'm going to read it, but also she sent me a video. Well, a video of a recording. So let's get started. Hey, I wanted to share a story that happened on January 1st of 2020. If I do some mistakes, it's because I'm from Europe. My family would have dinner at my grandparents' house at 2010. Oh my god, girl, I cannot. 2010. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Everybody's gonna know I'm stupid. Oh my god, what do I do? 8:10 p.m. Okay. My family would have dinner at my grandparents' house at 8:10 p.m. Didn't have much to do. I asked my mom if I could go to my uncle's house. She said yes, and I got there on foot with my dad. I arrived there and we watched a movie and ate some muffins. After some time, it was getting late and we decided to go home. We got in the car and drove off. I was chilling and I saw a kid of my age. I was 10 at the time, skateboarding. He had a t-shirt and some gray pants, even if it was winter and in Switzerland. He was a boy and had blonde hair. He didn't know how to skate properly and he was almost tripping. I saw him going to the direction of the park. I got out of the car and I heard some loud bang coming from the park. I thought it was fireworks, but I didn't see anything. At the time, even if the noises were clearly coming from the park. I asked my dad and uncle if they heard anything, but they said no. And then I heard a scream like someone was getting shot. I started running near the police station, and then I go to my grandparents' apartment complex from the gates. I searched on YouTube shouting sounds, and they were exactly the same. I told my mom, and she was horrified. She told me that on January 1st of 2000, a boy was killed by shootings, and almost nobody knew about this. I searched on Google, and it was true. The next day, I was going to the park in the morning, and I saw a very old poster of a kid missing. I'm still traumatized to this day. So I asked my mom if she remembers what happened, and she said no. I'm so scared. I don't know if it was a ghost or my imagination or an angel. I have the recordings of what happened, and she can't hear them. Wait, so her mom cannot hear them, but she can. So weird. So freaking weird. I'm gonna play it for you right now. That straight up sounds like somebody shooting. Oh, I mean, I can hear it. Can you guys hear it? Comment down below. Okay guys, so you guys have made it to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I wanna warn you guys. I'm warning you right now. I'm gonna turn myself into a cone head, and I'm planning to do this tomorrow, so hopefully I can have the video up tomorrow so you guys can see that. I'm kind of excited because I've never seen a plus size cone head, okay? And if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, please look up the cone head movie. I'm obsessed with it. They are aliens. It's an awesome movie. You have to watch it. I mean, you're quarantined. You probably have nothing else to watch, which is why you're watching my video right now. So you should go and watch Coneheads right now, okay? After this. Let me finish. Let me tell you that I love you, okay? Anyway, hopefully I'll do that tomorrow. I want to make more scary story videos also, so be on the lookout for that. And like always, thank you so much for watching my YouTube videos. I'm so close to 6,000 subs. Like, what? It's crazy. It's insane. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody watching my videos, leaving comments, having patience with me because you know that everybody is messaging me. So I'm trying to get as many stories as I can. Again, please do not feel ignored. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.